Hi, my name is Mariana. I'm from Mexico and I have made a video for you to present you nonverbal communication in United Arab Emirates. The UAE is a high context country, and high context means that meanings are in the rituals rather than verbal communication. So for us it's important in order to do business with the UAE to understand these differences and to understand non-verbal communication. Not all gestures imply the same thing, as they vary from different cultures and from different contexts. So for this reason, and by being aware of body language and what it might mean, we can read people easily. For this reason, this puts us in a better situation in how to communicate effectively with people from different parts of the world. About gestures and facial expressions, Arabs in general make liberal use of gestures, especially when they are enthusiastic about what they are saying. Men use more gestures than women, and in the UAE a lot of expressions and gestures are highly dependent on what they consider pure or impure, clean or dirty. So I will show you some of them. You should never point the sole of your foot in the direction of an Arab because it has long been an insult. The shoe is considered dirty because it is in the ground and associated with the foot, the lowest part of the body. For this reason, you should never cross your legs while sitting, and, well, of course, to be hit by a shoe is even worse. In most Arab countries, the left hand is considered unclean and is not to play a part in social settings at all. The left hand is for private duty only. For this reason, it is important to be aware that you should eat, drink, give and receive things, shake, and even wave hands to greet someone with the right hand. Otherwise, Arab people will be disgusted and offended. Placing hands on the heart shows genuine respect and humility. Sometimes this is used in a combination with a small bow, meaning thank you. Friends kissing each other on the cheek is a sign of friendship, and it's common amongst male friends. Touching noses 3 times when shaking hands is a traditional Bedouin greeting. Its origin dates back to the time of the ancient Bedouin, who encountered friends with the busy hands, turned to their noses as a form of available physical contact to greet the always welcome friend. Such greeting is used today among people nervy and is a form of appreciation, celebrating the chance to see someone. It is a very effective and emotional gesture. Holding hands for a long period after shaking hands is a sign of friendship. A hug is an indication that you are considered a trustworthy friend. A refusal to touch may suggest that you are believed to be untrustworthy or unclean. Men and women walking hand in hand is a sign of friendship. According with Moses Tiwi, a sociology professor at the University of Jordan, Arab culture has historically been segregated, so emotions and feelings are channeled to the same sex. Other gestures to take into account are: stretching or holding of a chin or bird is an indication that someone is thinking. It might be wise to wait until the person has finished thinking before continuing talking. If a semi-clenched hand is placed in front of the stomach, it means that you are thought to be a liar. Putting all fingers and thumbs together like a cup means wait just 1 minute or slow down. This gesture is originated by the amount of salt or sugar that can be taken with the fingertips, which is little. For Arabs, emotion is not often portrayed through expressions of the face but rather body gestures. Eye contact is less common and considered less appropriate than in the Western cultures. In the UAE and in general in the Middle East, the concept of personal space is less important than in the West. So West people shouldn't feel uncomfortable since this is normal in their society. If you try to keep a greater distance, they may think you find their physical presence distasteful or that you're a particularly cold individual. The Emiratis are usually very friendly people. They like to be with their guests, therefore they can have short distance with them. When standing in a conversation with someone, leaning against the wall or keeping hands in pockets is taken as a lack of respect. The public display of intimacy between men and women is strictly forbidden by the Arab social code, including holding hands or linking arms or any gesture of affection such as kissing or prolonged touching. Arabs will interpret your behavior negatively if you behave with too much familiarity toward a person of the opposite sex. Men shouldn't shake hands with women unless the woman initiates the handshake, and eye contact between opposite sex in Arab culture must be treated delicately. Arab cultures are not phobic about the other as they consider them natural. Arabs will not hesitate to smell each other, but this less needed approach still doesn't mean it's okay to smell bad. In Arab countries, silence is a valuable element because silence can be used by someone in a higher status to maintain power, so don't feel forced to speak during periods of silence. Related with the voice, Arab people in general have a flowery speech. They are too expressive. For them, loudness indicates strength and softness indicates weakness. It was all from my part. Thank you!